no other one. So if you're following another page, that's not on me, that's on you because you're not paying attention to the blue check. All right? So we've got the preliminaries out of the way. Hey, how you doing? So now let's talk. There is something that I want to bring to your attention called secret offenses. Yeah. We'll talk about the Bible early in the morning at Car Chronicles time, but this is a conversation that I had with my daughter. And not just with my daughter. I had a cousin call me from Atlanta, Georgia. And she was in a rage. And she was like, yo, what's wrong with these chicks? Hey, pound cake pusher. And so my cousin began to say to me, yo, what's wrong with these chicks? And she was going off. She was going absolutely zork. She was going off. And as she was going off, she was telling me about her being married to my cousin. And they've been married for 30 years. And so as I begin to be on my merrily way and get her under control before she blacked out, I got home and I began to, take care of myself and get ready for bed. And then our daughter called. And she too was having the same frenzy as my cousin earlier. And I began to think to myself, I said, myself said, I said, I wonder if there's anyone else out here going through this. There is a secret offense among the sisters. Yeah. Not talking about that whole thing that's going viral with the most beautiful women around the world who are in the hip hop game. I'm not speaking about that. I am speaking about the secret offenses between sisterhood that one sister gets married. Yeah. One sister found herself in a relationship. Now, with my cousin who has been married for 30 years, she began to say that there is someone that is trying to go through her to speak to her husband. And she's saying, do all things decency and in order. If you want to speak to my husband, you've got to go through me. Oh, it's a whole lot. Nisha Harris said, OMG, yes. All right. So since I'm not by myself, we can have a conversation. Okay. And so she said, if I have been called to help the couples in my ministry, why is it that the women are fighting and they don't want to speak to me, but they want to speak to my husband? And she said, the protocol is if I'm helping and I got 30 years of marriage under my belt, how come these women are fighting me and they're upset that I have a healthy marriage? Her conversation was they were upset because she is kind of showing off because she has 30 years of marriage. I ain't done yet. So I'm trying to get her under control because remember, I am into serious women's ministry and I speak to women all over the world. And so I begin to tell her, handle those jokers accordingly. And you stand 10 toes down saying, you've got to speak to me, his wife, since we are doing this ministry together.